Life is a journey with a beginning and an end. Birth and death open and close this journey, while common milestones happen in between, such as entering into a life partnership or having children. Over time, societies have come to record and register these events. In most countries today, life events such as birth, death, marriage, divorce, and civil partnerships are recorded using a civil registration system. Information held within these civil registries has become a fundamental building block upon which our societies are constructed. The data can be used to help analyze the main demographic variables such as fertility, mortality, and migration, the three components of population change in a country. The crumbling of the civil registries in Kosovo began when political problems arose in early 1989. During the War of 1999, civil registries disappeared, were burned and destroyed, or sent to Serbia. On the 2nd of July 2011, an agreement reached in the EU-facilitated dialogue between Pristina and Belgrade would enable original registry books to be officially copied, certified, and returned to Kosovo.
Civil registration, which should be in line with United Nations standards, has a dual purpose. On one hand, a legal and administrative purpose, and on the other, a statistical and demographic one. So civil status registration is a key foundation for the enjoyment of any right in any democratic society, based on the rule of law. Only after the formal registration of a person does he or she become visible to society, and therefore able to claim civil rights and freedom.
Unë quhem Murataziri, shefi sektorit gjendjes civile Lipjan. Jemi në komunën e Lipjanit në zyrën e gjendjes civile. Kjo është zyra qendër për shërbim qytetarëve. Kjo aplikohet edhe për shërbime tjera, por nga shërbimi i lëmisë së gjendjes civile kryesisht aplikohet për nxjerrjen e ekstrakteve, certifikatave, regjistrimet e lindjeve, martesave, vdekjeve dhe gjitha dokumentacionet tjera nga lëmia e gjendjes civile. Regjistrat e gjendjes civile që janë të kthyer nga Serbia, e certifikuar sipas marrëveshjes së Brukselit, janë 848 copë. Ato neve na kanë shërbyer shumë, na kanë hyrë funksion, sepse ne nuk kemi pas dokumentacion. Zakonisht kemi përdor dokumentacione alternative, certifikatat vjetra, kartelat e njoftimit vjetër tja. Me ardhen e këtyre neve na ka letu puna, sidomos me aplikimin e sistemit të ri ku do të shënohet edhe shënimet e librës. Sidomos regjistrat e vdekjes, se çat nuk I kemi procedur, regjistrat e martesës dhe regjistrat e lindjeve deri në vitin 1946, që nuk I kemi pas. Si kemi pas edhe këto pas vitin 1946, mirë pa ato si kemi pas në blok, si kemi pas fare. Kështu që me ardhen e këtyre regjistrave, sidomos për komunitetet ashkali rom dhe egjiptian, na kanë ndihmuar për arsye se ata mund të sigurojnë dokumentacion për ripërtimin e libra frejo. Rastet e komplikuara kanë qenë gotë gjitha rastet që s'kem pas në regjistr. Për shembull një rast që kom këtu, vitin 1976, I lindi vitin 1976 Lipjan, na nuk e kem pas këtë regjistër. Në këtë rast është dashur aty kërkohet dokumentacion për regjistrim. Është dashur të kërkohet certifikata kunorës, certifikata e lindjes së vjetër, kopja e kartelës së njoftimit, dhe njoftimi I mikut që të regjistrohet. Në këtë rast e kem kërkuar njoftimin e mikut, jem shërbyer me regjistrin e kthyer nga Serbia, I cili I përmban gjitha dhonat dhe e kem kompletuar dosjen.
Starting on the 6th of December 2011, the copying and certification of the missing civil registry books continued through a project run by the Danish Refugee Council, who are the international partners working together with EULEX, the EU Office, Serbia and Kosovo on civil registry. The project is financed by the EU, using funds of the Instrument for Pre-Accession. So far, nearly 11,000 out of 12,000 books have been certified and returned to Kosovo, and the project is scheduled to end in March 2014.
There are a variety of partners involved in the project. We have a very, very close cooperation with delegations from the Serbian and the Kosovo government, but also very close cooperation with the donor, the European Union, as well as the EUSR office, but of course also EULEX was also supporting this project. This whole partnership enables us to process the books in a transparent manner. We ensure that all relevant parties are involved. Professional completion of the process is ensured but also verified by specifically Kosovo and Serbian partners.
Civil registry in general is very important because it forms the basis for so many things within the country. Most importantly, where perhaps EULEX also comes into account, is in the area of rule of law. By having a reliable civil registry, then the correct information on the citizens can be passed to the relevant ministries and agencies within those ministries to support rule of law. And finally, but perhaps most importantly, it assists having a reliable civil registry will help Kosovo in its visa liberalisation policy and application, and that for the people on the ground in Kosovo is very important.
The project currently implemented here in Niš, scanning, copying, verifying and certifying all the books, the original books detained by Serbia, will probably end in, let's say, March 2014 as expected. Nevertheless, after that, the second phase, in order to establish this famous sustainable and reliable civil status, will start. The second phase will probably involve the Kosovo delegations and all the municipalities in Kosovo in order to digitalize all the information contained in the originals in their civil status. And based on different standards as described and stipulated in the visa roadmap, we will, with the government of Kosovo, try to establish this reliable civil status.
For the modern day we're living at, it's very important to have things in the digital form, and therefore by just processing these books and having their copy into electronic database is of crucial importance. When looking at some names I used to know, it just brought me back and I felt myself as a sort of intruder. Years after, I'm the intruder into somebody's personal life, into personal data in a way. So it was a kind of a special feeling that one has, really. But on the other hand, I was thinking of these books. Civil Status Office was very cautious when they gave them. They said, okay, now they will damage because of all this procession and so. In fact, I have told even the CC officer, we have, by just going through page by page, what humidity has been accumulated is gone. So we have helped in preserving these books for additional decades, definitely.
At first, when this project was introduced to me, I found even challenging to work in this kind of process, because me as a citizen of Kosovo, I'm also registered in these books. And actually today, during the identification process in Vranje, my colleagues have found a birth registry book with my records in the same book. And this is the book that we are going to receive during this week. And I would really like to see this record.
Improving the quality of services to citizens is an important element of democratization. An updated, efficient civil registry system is a part of that. It is a prerequisite for providing adequate services to the population and helps fight against those involved in organized crime who often capitalize on weak and unreliable civil documents. Civil registration gives us access to civil, political, economic, social and cultural rights. Through civil registration, a person's identity is established before the law, which allows one's legal status and situation to be recognized by society.